Now, more importantly, I know you want to know what we're going to be talking about, right? Right. More importantly, listen, okay? We got something we like to talk. Okay. Now, if you know me, I don't really pay attention to the third dimensional world so much. Fortunately, I have paid attention to certain scenarios, certain case. That case consists of two um, individuals. One name is called, his name is called Carmelo Anthony. I'm not talking about the basketball player. And there's another guy named Austin. We gotta talk about this. That's the thing, right? That kid named Carmelo Anthony and the kid named Austin. What you have to understand in this case is that this case consists of a conscious thing when it comes towards the case of Carmelo Anthony and Austin. Now, a lot of people may think about this case as in something as, two individuals got into an argument and it leads to someone losing their life. What you have to understand in the Carmelo Anthony case, in the Austin case, is that it's literally a case that consists of consciousness. What it is that I can see, that I see while I'm watching the case, understanding documents, everything, what I kind of see with a lot of people is this. When it comes to Austin and the people that he was with, right, for some odd reason, Austin and his party thought in their minds, like, Carmelo, you're not supposed to be here. The thing that I say with people is this: what gives you the mindset to tell someone that they're not supposed to be there? That was the first initiation of conversation. This is why this case, and many other cases, are nothing more than tests to see how people are going to operate in this new world we're going to. This is a test. Y'all will fail. The reason why you all will fail is because, think about it. A lot of you are stuck in a race car. A lot of you are very ignorant. And so it's simply just to look at a black child that you think is a black child and to say, yeah, he's guilty, right? I want you to understand something a little bit more deeper. I want you to understand that, right? These are children, aren't they? These are kids. Now, you say the ways of adults are wrong. Let's look at the new generation. We can look at both generations and see that one generation look at it like, yeah, if I tell you to leave from somewhere, you got to leave. You people have to understand what's going to come to you all. Y'all are not God. God is watching you. God is inside that case. And God is watching all of it. I'm watching this case and I'm like, what was the initiation of the contact when it came to communication? Oh, let's look at Austin. Let's look at Carmelo. Carmelo is just with himself, sitting inside the tent, minding his own business. Austin and a whole bunch of other kids, you got a whole crew with you, comes up to Carmelo, tells him, you got to leave the tent. Omnipotent for what? That type of mindset right there is going to get you type of people in a lot of trouble. You people don't obtain the God gene. You people may have re-engineered what you think your Christ is, but you people are not God. You people can't come up to someone and tell someone to leave. Did they start a problem with you? No. So why do you have a mindset where you think you can tell other people to leave from somewhere? You people are not special. You people think you are special due to the stimulation that you are in. But you people are not special. You see how you show the nastiness within y'all? Well, we don't have to show no nastiness. Pay attention to this. Look at your body. Put your body inside the sun. Very nasty, right? The technology of your body, right? For some odd reason, doesn't have a natural connection with the sun. Why is it that you burn? Why is it that? Can I ask you a question? Are you all going to burn, right, due to the lies that you're going to say about Anthony? You know you all going to lie, right? You know, like, let's just pay attention to this a little bit more deeper. We already know, like, the adults that came before Mr. Austin, right? We already know they're liars. We're just watching to see if your new generations are going to follow the lies to settlers. Okay? So it's like when I look at this whole world and I look at the whole case of Anthony, not Anthony, yeah, Anthony, Carmelo Anthony in Austin, I can literally see like, yeah, that's not even. Y'all think that's Carmelo Anthony, don't you? That's not Carmelo Anthony. Somebody else. They're watching out too. When I say you have all the evidence, you have all the evidence to be like, I see I see why everything happened the way it happened. I see why everything moved the way it moved. I see why. See what I'm saying? So it's like you be in this world, you mind your own business. You have a group of humans that tell another individual, oh yeah, you can't be over here. Based on what? Based on what? The illusion y'all live in? And then this is how it's getting deeper in the game, bro. Forget the adults. Forget the adults. We looking at kids. We looking at kids like, okay, you're a kid, right? You know the difference between right and wrong, right? Yeah. So let me ask you a question, right? If you, let's say y'all claiming colors, black and white, right? You got a little black kid, right? You're standing in the area, little white kids telling him to leave, right? You tell one of the little white kids, like, yeah, you know what I mean? If you put your hands on me, we're going to see what's going to happen. Now, when he said, if you put your hands on me, we're going to see what happens, that's not a threat. That's stealing your pride. That's informing the conscious to let them know, like, if you touch me, something's going to happen after that. It's like a warning. They tried to take that and spin it into, oh, he's being aggressive. First off, anyone can see that someone's being aggressive, which is Austin. He's the one that's being aggressive. He's the one that thinking his conscience, right? He can tell another being to leave from somewhere. Like I had said again, white folks ain't God. White folks don't carry a God gene inside their DNA. White folks and the technology of their skin in the sun be warm with each other. Be burning. Okay? So a lot of people in this world don't understand. Based on the decisions that they're making against themselves, they're gonna remove themselves off the earth, including a lot of other people. Everyone think they can play this game against Christ, change the image of Christ, call Christ a man, and do whatever the fuck they think they can do. Shit's crazy. Now, these are supposed to be white kids, right? These are kids, right? Hold on, my bad. Let me see something. Moving along, or whatever the case may be, like I was saying before. A lot of people, even the individual that's at the bottom, they're going to be erased too. Um, I would simply say to you, Jesus is nothing more than a figure that was re-engineered to play a role as the Christ. That's nothing but Christ. That's the reason why more than half of the humanity as a whole would be erased. For playing coming through Christ's consciousness, telling Christ, "Oh, you're not this. You're such and such and such." No, Christ already knows who he is. Christ is just watching human beings like you're just going to delete your consciousness. Y'all just giving us the reason to. We are not what you think we are. We don't have um, we don't have problems in this world like the people that you create. We have many things of how we can destroy humans. 2.5 like and there's nothing that no one can do. No matter if you try to lock us inside of a cell, um, kill us, what else they think they can do? Yeah, that's the only two things they got to take. That's it. Yeah, just murder and lock you in the cell. That's it. We all know death is an illusion, and we all know like when it comes to the technology of the minds, they only have they use psychology and the psychology that they try to use to manipulate the technology of mind and bid it to their will as it try to make you into a loser or make you into something that you're not. Understand? So this is the reason why human beings as a whole are being erased. The case with Carmelo Anthony is not started there. That's not who we are actually viewing or even speaking to. There's another individual that's and that individual is watching everything. The thing was, I wanted to know, right, the children, right, will have the power to speak of the truth. Okay, what I can say, seems still like a lot of children cannot speak of the truth. We're past the adults. They already made the decision. We're watching children now, seeing what type of decisions they're going to make against themselves to see if the conscience is going to lie with the conscience of the past or the conscience of the future. What I would simply say to a lot of children, you all are failing. I'm just going to sit back and watch. The whole world that y'all think was a real world is going to blow up in front of your faces. Watch. The kid that you think that doesn't have anything, that doesn't have a family, that doesn't have an army with him, that doesn't have anything, that one kid is going to come to this world and destroy this whole thing. There's not going to be no humans left. Christ is watching everything play out today. Humans that know Christ, yeah. Humans hate Christ. Kids that too. See, they try to play like, oh, we're just kids. We just confused in the world. We don't know from right from wrong. That's a lie. That's a lie. We all know in this world, when it comes to children, they are raised by their adults, aren't they? All right. So let's simply say something. When it comes to, let's put this on tape. When it comes to black and white children, that's what they're called, even though there's something more. You think that in the case of Carmelo Anthony and Austin, you think white kids gonna tell the truth? No, they're not gonna tell the truth. They're not gonna tell the truth. They'll never do that. So this is what we're saying. If they don't tell the truth, right, of what happens, then the truth that's supposed to happen to them has to play out. It's just that simple. Children, you can say, are innocent. You can't say that. But how are they so innocent if they can repeat the same thing of what's in the past? They're basically saying the future. It's basically saying it is okay for the things that happened in the past to keep on happening. Isn't that right? It's okay for this to happen because they told us in a stimulating world that you are a black man, you are not worth anything, and that we should all banish you from our minds. These are kids, aren't they? Hmm. You all were fed. You already know the verdict already. Someone is watching all of you. Long as we, long as we, right, long as we keep with the same persona, right, and we keep it like this, right, everything remains the same. Not actually understanding, like, you show what they really right away that person. What they're doing is this. They know consciously that shackles have been released on certain minds. Some people have forcibly put the shackles back on their minds. It's just the human system. But for some, the shackles are off their mind. And what is happening is what they do is they use cases like this. Carmelo Anthony versus Austin, which is Austin versus Carmelo Anthony. And what they're doing is they'll paint a certain narrative, right? Then they will say a verdict. Let's say guilty, right? What happens is psychologically, what is being reflected from the television is now being installed and imprinted in all their minds. So basically, it's a conscious fight. Let's just say, as an example, not saying this is going to go and play, right? Because we already watch, but I kind of already see it already. Let's just say they say um, Carmelo Anthony is guilty. Let's say they say that, right? Not what I say, as an example, okay? What you have to understand in that exchange is if they say that he's guilty, then white folks are looking at it like, okay, so if I tell you to leave somewhere, you gotta fucking leave. And if I push you, you gotta fucking take it. Yeah, you can't do shit. Well, the conscience that y'all trying to build, that conscience is gonna be destroyed. I'll tell you this. I don't care about laws. I don't care about police, jail cells, and prisons. If I'm somewhere and I'm minding my own business and I'm not bothering you, you don't have the right to walk up on me with a group of other people. and tell me to go anywhere. If you put your hands on me, I'll blow your fucking head off. Understand the fucking tech. I give a fuck about the magic trick that's playing on your television. Keep telling people in this world, Christ gave them illusion of power. If I pay attention, if I give you an illusion of power, pay attention, you believe into it. I created it, but your mind believes into the perception of what I right. So who owns the mind now? That's easy. You think motherfuckers thinking they own the world. Christ like, no, I own all of them. Even their minds, their thoughts, everything. They just did. They think they did, but no. Humans didn't create thoughts. They didn't create all that shit. That shit was already consciousness in there. You're just, I want to go do this. That's what you're doing. Shit is crazy tech out here. They thought they had a whole colony of people thinking that they actually owned this land. No, y'all don't own this land. Y'all are in the illusion. That's what y'all are in. And Christ owns the illusion that you all are in. That's what you gotta understand. Christ even owned the illusion, the original Christ that y'all feel like y'all murdered. He even owned the illusion of all your minds. Y'all really think that the good because they felt like this. They felt like, well, we can turn Christ into man, and so he'll serve us. They always told you that Christ, right, when he returns, he's gonna have the key to heaven and hell. So let me ask you a question. If Christ is Christ, and you turn the technology of his mind into man, man would be hell because on the simple fact he's not man. So you put the key of hell within his mind to know. You humans are really dumb as fuck. Yeah, you humans are dumb. You like, if Christ can depart sea, depart lands, right? You think he can consciously destroy what you tried to make him into? You people really don't know what Christ is. Yeah, you human beings is lost, baby. Yeah, y'all is lost. Christ don't die. You know that, though. You do know that, right? You do know he has the ability to generate anywhere he wants to. You do know that. Christ doesn't have a field day with
Crazy world. It's a crazy world that we live in, right? It's the world of your mind. That's what you gotta understand. A lot of people don't understand. They already select to go to hell in their mind. So why do you think they're going through hell? Oh, you thought going through hell is when your body fall down and can't dance around? Oh no. You get to experience hell right in this room, right? Every day. It then got down to the kids. And these kids is picking up the system. Kids is looking at the system like, oh yeah, this is system. Oh hell yeah, play this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Watching this with kids, right? While I'm watching this, there's a lot of things that I'm looking at kids like. I'm really shocked. Yeah, I'm really shocked. Yeah, yeah,
kind of thought you guys kind of had a fighting chance, but it's unfortunately, I'm gonna just keep on watching. Yeah, you know how you have your hopes up? Like, yeah, I know the kids, oh yeah, hell yeah, they gonna do the right thing. Like, it doesn't look like that. What you mean? Well, if you look at the case with Carmelo Anthony and Austin, they are all of them kids. All of them. None of them are adults. All of them are kids. So if you say that these kids is lying. Let me ask you a question. If these kids are lying in order to crucify him, and he gets the upper hand to crucify them, is it wrong? You should think about that, but you don't. You really, like, a lot of people should think about what they're doing. I would say everything that you're doing to him, no one gets away with. No one does. It's the reason why he's letting everyone do what he does. Yeah, it's the reason why he does it. Everybody will find out. It's going to be like, wow. We already know what adults going to do, but I'm looking at kids like, y'all being tested. Like, what? Y'all being tested. Y'all is. Y'all fail. I know y'all will. I'm not expecting y'all to do anything different. No. Usually, I was told something different, but usually I don't get to see that. I was told that, you know, just because a group of adults, right, do certain things that their children won't come out the same. Well, as I look, I didn't see anything different. I didn't. I didn't see anything different. I seen a bunch of kids, no matter what color they were, literally see the same lives of what their parents coerced them to. So what it looks like is to us is that you already have a new generation of liars already in play. But you say they're children, right? Hold on, stop. Your shield is they're children and they're innocent. So they're children and they're innocent, but they had the ability to lie in order to take someone's life away from them. And they're innocent, right? Okay. One thing with me that you have to understand is that I don't care about titles. I care more about action than titles. And this is what I would say. No matter what your title is, a lie is a lie, and the truth is the truth. Now, you can decide to do the lie, but what you have to understand, the truth always comes out. And however it wants to come out and whatever it wants to do, it will do as such. I will keep on saying repeatedly, over and over, you all are being watched, and you all will never get away from what you're doing. Even what you're doing now. Watch. You'll see what I'm talking about. You may not understand it today. You may not understand it today. But as we keep on going through this conscious trip together, everybody will understand exactly what's going on. You understand? Nobody don't get away with nothing, baby. That's including if I wanted to be a sellout to myself. I don't get away with shit. Like, I know, like, if I sell myself out, oh yeah, straight rap. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people should really think about what they're doing right now, baby. Because a lot of individuals, they're getting happy. See, this is the thing.
back in the days, when we used to look at these cases, we used to be like, man, this fucked up. Start losing hope, right? Yeah. See, you ain't watching the screen right. Some of y'all watching that court case, shit, gonna do what you gonna do. What we want to see is, let's see if they get away with it. Yeah, you can do it, right? We want to see if we're going to get away with it. White people, I'm going to say this one more time for you. When y'all do that false verdict in that Anthony, within that Carmelo and Austin case, and y'all lit the fake, we already know. Gosh. We know exactly what y'all doing. Y'all don't want the truth to play out. Those are kids, aren't they? Stop. You said they were kids. What you said. Okay. So if these are kids, right? And they're so young, they're so innocent, right? It's like those kids are a bunch of liars. That's what it looks like. And I'm not doing no black and white game in my mind. I'm looking at the action, the evidence, and came to realize, like, yeah, I see exactly what you people are on. You people think y'all God, and y'all not. Y'all think y'all could just roll up on somebody, tell somebody what to do? Well, this is what I would say. In doing all that, that little boy lost his life. Okay? And having that type of mindset, a lot of y'all gonna lose your lives. Yeah, you do that to me, I'm gonna blow your fucking head off. I don't give a fuck. You think I give a fuck? You think I give a fuck about, listen, if he gave a fuck about law enforcement and any of that, he wouldn't have done what he done. That lets you know that the shackles that y'all trying to put on someone's mind, it ain't working. Oh, just blew his top back. Just very simple. You know what I'm saying? So let me see something real quick. Oh, do. Oh, there we go. Awesome. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have done. Very simple. Very, very simple. People gonna understand the mindsets like, yo, listen, kid or no kid. If someone tell you and you think in your head, right? Someone told you something about a group of people, or you think you can treat them a certain type of way. You can try to do that, but it come with repercussions too. You got it? The shackles that y'all trying to put on someone else's mind, they don't give a fuck about them shackles. They don't. You do that to me, shoot your shit up. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Keep your hands to your fucking self. Fuck wrong with you? Think you're gonna sit here and just put your hands on me because they told you about a world where you can disrespect Christ? No, Christ just blow your shit up. Nobody give a fuck about none of that shit. You want to try to use the persona they're children. They're not fucking children. Fuck out of here. Anyone know when you watch the Passion of Christ, right when the Passion of Christ come on, right, as soon as you watch it, it got two little girls that's demons right then and there. So even children that you say are children, they were demons too. Yeah.
I know that's not what you want to hear, but that's the truth. It's playing out in front of you. You don't see the demons lying inside of children? No. Oh, well, they can get away with that because they're so small. And they're young. Okay. Oh, you didn't know about that part, did you? Oh, you didn't know how the demons speak through children. Oh, maybe you're watching it on TV right now. Demons are liars, aren't they? Okay, then. It's a 2-for-1 play. Right. Listen. Christ looking at it like, hold on real quick. Let me see this. So you telling me right here, right? Just what everyone say. When it comes to the past generations and the new generations will make a different decision from the past generations. Woo, baby, that don't look like the truth right now. What I'm watching, baby. Yeah, no, no, don't get me wrong. You painting that story, that sound real good. But more importantly, what I'm watching is a whole generation of children lie, and these kids don't even understand they're lying on Christ. These are the stories that you'll be like, this is going. The adults already made the decision. The children is underneath the microscope. That's the next. That's the future, isn't it? So if the past is stuck in the past, then you need to know what the future is going to make a decision. Thank you. Their decision is, oh yeah, fuck Christ. Oh yeah, fuck him. Lock him up. Yeah, lock him up. So that means that your future, right, will continuously making the same decisions from the past. How are you supposed to evolve, right? Consciously, if others want to keep the conscious down. You didn't think children hated Christ? You watching it today. What? That's what you watching. You just thought it was adults, right? I know. That's in the beginning. That's how it start right there. That's how it start. Because the adults, what they doing? They raising you, all that, right? Right. Then when you check back, you looking at all the kids that you was raised with. You like, yo, well, where all they at? Nigga, fuck you. Wow. Mm. Carmelo Anthony got another life. Yeah, Carmelo Anthony doing what he do. But the one that's inside of there, oh yeah, they watching everything in this motherfucker. Yeah, they watching everything. They like, oh yeah, this they doing this, and it's a kid that y'all doing this to. Hmm. Okay, it's gonna be brazy tech out here, isn't it? Brazy tech. Targeting people, right? I know. Mm-mm-mm. A lot of people got themselves in trouble. What? They don't know what they do. You know what I'm talking about? You heard them new booms and stuff? You heard them new booms, right? I know. Boom! Heard them new booms? I know you did. I know you heard them new booms. You know what I'm saying? Everybody heard the new booms, but don't nobody know where they coming from. They say it's a media, baby. It's a media? Yeah. It's an earthquake. It's an earthquake. Then they say, oh, it ain't no earthquake. Oh, you know what's starting to happen? The lies and the manipulation ain't working no more. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep up with the lies, baby, and they getting caught up in their lies. You know what I'm saying? Shit is brazy tech out here. Everybody tucked away and sleep, baby. They don't even know what they gonna get hit with. They don't even know. Even though they already getting hit. If you got something that's coming to your Earth atmosphere and you don't know what it is, mm, mm, we don't know. We don't know what it is. Mm, mm. A lot of beautiful things playing in the world, ain't it? People don't even understand. It's just Christ with a whole bunch of human beings. Christ got his whole army. I'm trying to tell you. He got one of the best galactic armies. It's ridiculous. You think the Air Force and the Marines got something? Shit. Christ got a whole army that you'll be like, what the heck? Whoa. What's that? Christ. Like, uh, ain't no Christ came with an army, did you? You thought it was just one of him, didn't you? Anna? That's what everybody said. It's just one of them. That's a damn lie. Ain't just one. Now, if you say one, you may be talking about the first. That's who you talk about. And I understand. The first. But after him came many of them. He was the first, though. Yeah. Christ had children. Sure did. And birthed more Christs. This is what they don't want to tell y'all. They just want to tell y'all, oh no, it was just one. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. That way they can play a perception in your mind of it was just one, so that's it. You believe that, right? You believe the snake or deceivement. Come on now. You telling me Christ can have children. You telling me he ain't have no kids on this earth. That's a lie. He had many children upon this earth and still are here today. Mm-mm-mm. Shit is brazy tech out here if you ask me. For real, for real. How they tried to play this whole little game right here. And they played themselves. Mm-hmm. All that they scared. Mm-hmm. This how you know they scared. What y'all gonna do? Lock people up and give them false illusion of death? That's all y'all got. What else y'all got? If you look at this third dimensional board, you'll always understand when it comes to the high level ones, what y'all got. What y'all got? Throw me in the cell. That's it. So just keep locking me the fuck up. That's it. Rashad Jamal, lock him up for no evidence at all. Just lock him the fuck up, right? Carmelo Anthony, lock him the fuck up for defending himself, right? Another case, I gotta go get his name too. Another case where officer knock off someone's son, the father go back and knock one of them off. Lock him up, right? And so y'all not fighting for the conscience to yield and say, okay, you can hit me, beat on me, spit on me, because you're going to get away with everything. That's what y'all want. And doing that is going to make this whole world die. all artificial robots gonna die. That's what's gonna happen to y'all. I don't know what y'all fighting over, because y'all already dead. What y'all gonna do? Throw a motherfucker in the cell? I'll be fucking laughing in there. Fuck wrong with you stupid motherfuckers. Y'all some stupid motherfuckers, bro. Y'all is dumb. Christ already been whooped y'all asses. He just watching it. Y'all already dead. It's like Joker and Batman. Y'all already dead. He just watching it. Fucking dummies. These dummies think they alive and shit. How the fuck y'all alive? Huh? How y'all alive? How y'all alive, right? If y'all all in a repeat. How the fuck you know you alive if you in a repeat every day? Bitch, everything playing the same way every day. Bitch, how you know you're alive, bitch? Oh, I know I'm alive because I'm doing artificial robotic programming. You know what I'm talking about? I get up in the bed and shit. You know what I'm talking about right here? Robotics. Oh, okay. Listen, let me tell you this right here. Listen, okay. A lot of y'all, like I had said again, I'm gonna say this over and over and over and over, bro. A lot of y'all don't understand consciously what is really going on. Y'all thinking, a lot of people think in this world, like, yeah, I could just do what the fuck I want, get away with that shit, this, that, and the third. Like, yeah, you can do that shit, and you can think like that. You can. But I'm gonna tell you this. Everything that's going on right now, bro, Christ is watching everything. That's including myself. I ain't eliminated from this shit. I ain't special, motherfucker. Okay? What you gotta understand is this. When it comes towards everything with Christ and what everyone is doing in order to keep Christ either popular words away or blocked out of the world, it's a reason why he's allowing y'all to do it. It's the reason why. Because I sat back and I watched. I said, so do this. Oh, I get it. It's like an investigation, wouldn't it be? So, like, say this, like the universe, right? The universe, like, okay, right? These people did this, right? Now, when it's not, some people say karma. Yeah, I guess that's what you call it, right? I don't look at it as such. Like the word karma, I don't look at it as such. Let me show you how I look at it. I'm not saying you're wrong. Let me show you how I look at it. Let's say you open the door, or let me say this. My bad. Let's say you open the door, right? You close your eyes and you go through the door, right? When you close your eyes, you're not using your vision in order to view what's through the door. So you're going through the door with total just straight, let's say straight darkness. Just going there with straight darkness. You don't know nothing that's going on. Being that you're not using vision in order to, how can I say, guide you, right? Guess what? You bumping into walls, all different type of shit. Now you open your eyes. You paying attention to everything that's going on around you. Now you inform what's around you. You walk out of the door and you close the shit. You know why you did that? Because on the simple fact, when you walk in this world blind, you can open many of doors, but it don't mean that it's not like you actually watching what's really going through the doors. You blind. You blind. Now when you open your eyes and you realize everything that's around you, you like, bro, no way. This what type of world I'm in? Like, yeah. Then you walk away from the door, you close the door back. You know how many people do that every day? Open doors blindly and thinking that they can see clearly and then get mad as fuck when they get inside the door? Every door ain't the right door, I tell you that. Some doors you open up, shit. You wish you would have closed that motherfucker. I'm talking about the door to your mind. What you invite in there. A lot of people I'm trying to tell you, boy. I'm trying to tell you. A lot of people put certain things up in this world, and they thought let me tell you something. I'm gonna talk to the people in the background. The people that's in the back, bro. I'm not talking about the people in the front that's in this illusion of controlment, like they think right. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people in the background, bro. The people in the background that's like, yeah, you know what I mean? I've been living this life, and this is what this is what they taught me. Like, bruh, for them people right there, the shock that they went through, fucking brazen. It was like Christ was talking directly to them, like, yeah, you think you live in life, and actually you live in life against this. And pretty much how your lifespan is fuck me. Do you know how many people, let me tell you this, bro. Let me tell you this one time. If Christ appeared in front of these motherfuckers, like he do every day, right? And something was to switch in consciousness, everybody would be on the ground crying, bro. Do you know why they weeping? Do you know why they crying? It's not because we sorry, Christ. You thinking it's over that, don't you? See, you thinking in the world like this, like everybody was confused. Whoa. How you confused, right? If you was being told. Remember, again, if this image says that it's the Christ, pay attention to how your mind move. Your mind move like a computer. Your mind come back just like the computer of the moon, like, oh yeah, you're not Christ. You can't be Christ. And why I can't be? Who gives you the right to tell me that I'm not something? Who tells you that? It says in your Bible that the image of the Christ is eyes of flame, hair of wool, skin of bronze. So let me ask you a question. If that's the image of the Christ and you can't copy that within your mind, then what type of world are you creating? That sounds like an antichrist world, wasn't it? Wasn't it? That's what that sounds like. How is it a Christ world if the image of the Christ is not being uplifted? How? Everybody's supposed to follow this? Shit. I'll show you something about human beings that I got to understand. And when I say this to you, I already know the answer that's in your mind. Watch. It was a individual, right? A woman, right? Now listen to this. I'm gonna ask you a question. I already know what your answer gonna be though. Can I ask you a question? Do people apologize to people or do people apologize to machines? Watch. One time, this is earlier today, walked inside of a business, right, handling some business or whatever the case may be, pretty much like a urine test. Come inside the building, right? It's like two people that was ahead of me. They paperwork already done. They already checked inside of the computer. Lady already checked them in. Come in. Yes. I'm here to do a urine test. You are? Yes. Had the paperwork right here. All right. She tells me, can you email the paperwork to me? I said, no problem. I email the paperwork, right? Walk away from the desk. Pay attention. Watch. Now, when I send her the email, she's not paying attention to the email no more. She's paying attention to something else. Pay attention. She doesn't pay attention to the email no more. She's now paying attention to something else. She's now taking care of another customer. I know you're thinking in your head, like, hold on, slow down. You just came in. You gave her the paperwork to the email. How is she taking care of somebody else a year before them? What you have to understand is that when it comes to a certain image, there is a subconscious program in a lot of human beings, no matter what color they are, where they make a profile about you subconsciously in their mind, where they look at it as, oh, you're a black guy, so this is the way I'm going to treat you. It's like a robot. They already selected you're a black man. In all reality, my DNA will tell you I'm not a black man. My DNA will show you like there is no black man in there. Okay? Okay. Now, pay attention. So what happens in the situation is what happens in the situation is I noticed that she's not really paying attention to me. I'm not going to force her to. I see the error. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call corporate. I'm going to enlighten them about the error. They will enlighten her about her error. I will continuously let her make the error. Why? If her mind is already in error, and it's only designed for me to watch the error and report it. It's not designed for me to tell her about her error. The reason why that is, it's an American woman. Understand with American women, the technology of the mind, right, doesn't have an ability to go through a process and realize what accountability is. It's not a teachable mind. That's what I'm saying to you. Understand? So I won't teach it. That's what I would not do. I would leave it in the mistakes that it's making right now. And I will only report the mistakes that is happening. Do you understand? If I try to correct her, she will only argue. Watch. Pay attention. Watch. Walk up to her. I simply say to her, right, hey, did you receive the email? She says to me, oh yeah, I actually have it. Okay. Then after that, she gets the email, whatever the case may be. She prints up some paperwork and then she tells me, like, I need your identification in order to confirm who you are. I'm like, okay, no problem. I hand her my US passport. I don't operate with IDs. I only operate with passports for a reason. If you can't understand the tech, that's upon you. Anyways, hand her the passport. Pay attention to the tech. Watch. Hand her the passport. She's not paying attention to me. I'm going to show you. Watch. You're thinking she's paying attention to me because she's communicating with me, right? That doesn't mean someone's paying attention to you, bro. They're just talking like a machine. Doesn't mean they're paying attention to you. Watch. When I hand her my passport, right? She says to me, I need another form of identity that has proof of your your that proof of your birth. I'm like, excuse me? She's like, yeah, I need another identification in order to know what your birth date is. I'm looking at this lady like, it's a reason why I say excuse me twice, one time, so she can listen to herself. The first time she said that, that was a lie. The second time she said it, it was a lie. Anyone knows that a birth certificate definitely has your birth date on it. So I had to slow her down. I said, excuse me? And then after that, slow down. I said to her, I said, so a passport doesn't have a birthday on it? Literally, the program within her subconscious program stopped. She really went like this. So I'm sitting here with my eyes locked on her, realizing with myself, the lie that she told herself, she's not able to tell me. Damn! That lets you know her conscious is not in reality with you. How could you look at a passport and you scan past all the information and data and you lie to yourself and say to yourself that you did not see his birthday? Whoa! You know what that means for me? How much shit can I get away with your conscious? I just put the information data in front of you and your conscious bypassed it that quick? I need to start figuring out all the shit that I can get away with her conscious, isn't that right? So you're telling me I could put the truth in front of you, and the technology of your mind has a disability to reject the truth, right? And tell the conscious to show it in another way, even though it's in front of you? So pay attention to the setup. Her conscious doesn't have the ability to find the truth that's within her or in front of her. Thank you, for one. Two, I had to direct your conscious, which show you, which is directing you to the truth. Once I showed her, I said, my birth date is right here on my passport. It's right here. And then I told her, I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. How you talking? I don't need the attitude. Oh, I don't have an attitude. I'm just asking. I'm like, that's just what all the machines say. Predictable programming. This is how you know they're machines because they all say the same thing. Anytime you go to correct her, right? Notice she got silent. She was just sitting there like, okay, you got me. Then let correction settle in. This shit is funny with this little girl. The mind will remain unmature forever. She proved to me every day she need to be directed. You do. You don't even know what you're doing at your own job. That is sad. Someone has to come in and direct you and let you know, like, this is a US passport, so you may not travel. Obviously. If she had a US passport herself, then she will already know. Thank you. So that lets you know, right? You don't even travel, girl. That's sad. You just got what? I just got an identification card. I don't even deal with identification cards. I only deal with passports. That's it. That's my identity. You got it? All right. This shit is funny as ever if you ask me. Going to correct her, she automatically get upset. So that lets me know, right? I will always have more mental capacity. Why? Because when correction comes from me, I don't get upset. I let that shit settle in. I'm gonna show you the difference between her conscious and my conscious, so you can understand something. Now, when it comes towards this is what I paid attention to her. She could not apologize for what she had done. I like her the way she is. Let me show you how the mind becomes. When you can apologize towards people of what you have done, the technology of your mind, right, and your subconscious, you're going to start apologizing to someone. It's just not what you think it is. Watch. She was inside the computer. When she was inside the computer, whatever the case may be, she messed up on somebody's paperwork. And what ended up happening was the the company did not get paid for it. Pay attention. She put the information and data inside the computer. She put it incorrectly. Someone called her, and when someone called her, whatever the case may be, she apologized to them. I'm sorry about what I did. This is and third. What you have to understand is this. Pay attention. You're apologizing through technology, a phone. You're apologizing through a computer, technology. When you made a mistake with someone in reality in front of you, you could not do that. That lets you know something's going on in the mind. You apologize, right? Through a machine. And you could not apologize to the individual that was in front of you. That let me know pretty much you just apologize through people through machines. That lets me know you only can apologize to machines. See? And anyone can see, yeah, something's wrong with that. You made an error on both sides. You made an error in reality and you made an error in digitality. Digitality is your electronic devices. Even though this is digitality as well, back with reality too. Okay. So what I understand in exchange is that I understand that with myself, if I mess up in something in business, have my own corporation, whatever the case may be, and I make a mistake, I'm not gonna get upset with the individual that's actually trying to help me. I'm trying to show you the date of birth on the passport. I'm trying to help you. And you're getting upset with me by helping you? Mm. That tells you a lot of psychology when it comes to women. I don't go out here just looking at women to pick with none of that shit. I just be sitting here, I have to do something in the world, and the scenario comes up with a woman this time. And I'm looking at the technology of her conscience, and I'm like, this is what we don't need on Earth. That is a machine. She's supposed to better do both. If she could apologize a person through a machine, then she's supposed to apologize to you for the error that she did. Okay? All right. So, with that being said, or whatever the case may be, I realize in my business practices never to hire a representative that represent themselves like that. That is a poor representation of a corporation. What I simply did was, I'm not going to argue with her. It's beneath me. She's beneath me. If anything, I seen her actions, basically report her actions. Her boss will get in contact with her conscience and tell her conscience exactly what my conscience told them. Thank you. I can get in contact with you many different ways. I don't have to argue with you, and I don't need to. Ooh, baby, shit, brazen around here. She really got, I'm gonna say this. She really looked right when I went to go. I'm like, so you're telling me a birth date is not on a passport? Bruh, she really looked up at me like, okay, you got me. Like you got me. But being that you got me, I'm upset now. Like, that's just the way I want you to be. Yeah. That way you can be non-accountable to yourself. You know what happens, right? Everything that you truthfully want will be rejected. Thank you. Very easy to do this. So that means that there's no corrector in her house. There's no man there. And I know you're thinking in your head, like, how the fuck would you know that? Because think about it. If I just went to correct her, right? Or let's say this, let's say she do have a man. He is not allowed to correct her. Told you. Even though, even though when he correcting her, he helping her, bro. He just showing her like, nah, baby, you looking at it wrong. It's the ID right here. Bitch, I'm just trying to help you, bitch. Yeah, you going in bitch mode. That's why I be calling you a bitch. See, this when the dark side come out in me. Cause you acting like a bitch. If you was acting like yourself, I wouldn't call you bitch. Chucky like calling bitches bitches too. And I like calling bitches bitches too. I do. It's nothing wrong with that. I call you what you act like. I don't give a fuck about the emotional entitlement that you have over the word bitch. That's what the fuck you are. Okay? You're a bitch. You act like a bitch. That's bitch material and bitch actions. Okay? Stop trying to be, what's that girl name? Stop trying to be sexy red. Okay? The bitch already crashed the fuck out. Stop trying to be Carly B. The bitch already crashed the fuck out. Every bitch y'all trying to be like Mystique. This is why I don't even trust bitches. Ever since I seen the bitch Mystique, I'm like, hold on, bitch, let me see something real quick. So this the way you look right here, and you telling me you trying to be like everybody else? Yeah. So you a whole superhero, and you trying to be a human. You a weak ass superhero. Get the fuck out my face. Want to be everybody else? Why you can't just be yourself? Why you can't just be that? So what you blue with red hair on? You look like Avatar. Fucking weak. Then they sit there and look at me like, how you don't let this stuff overpower you? Fucking retarded, bro. This is why I need Magneto. Magneto, load the fuck up, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, cause you know how to do shit. Come on. They always say you the bad one. Come on, you coming over here. Come on. Professor Xavier. You better toughen the fuck up. Professor Xavier, like, I ain't doing that shit. That shit? Hell nah. I'm over here with Magneto. Fuck all that. What? Yo. Professor Xavier be the one that's Magneto, my brother, my supernatural brother. You don't gotta smash out all humans. Yes, just give them a chance. Magneto be like, man, fuck all that. This the brotherhood right here. If you ain't got magic powers, fuck over your tech. And I'd be looking at Magneto like, now I'm gonna say this. When I was a kid, when I was smaller, right? I used to look at Magneto like he fucking brazy. Whoa. He don't give a fuck about none of them humans. Then I used to look at Professor Xavier like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Until I got to watching everything with them and shit, I'm like, hold on real quick. So you telling me motherfuckers got supernatural abilities, ain't did shit to the human race as a whole, and you tell me human beings like fuck them, put them in the garbage can, blow them up. Oh no, I'm going on this side. Yeah, I'm going this side right here. Yeah, fuck y'all. Yeah, fuck y'all. Yeah, fuck y'all. Going over here. Nah, Magneto, I'm over here with y'all and shit. Hell, fuck this. No way. You damn right. Staying over here with y'all. Y'all need me any damn way. Everybody like me on their team. They do. I got my own team though, okay? Alright, you see all these motherfuckers start coming out of the sky and shit. Don't be fucking looking spooky. Okay? Alright. How we doing, families? Motherfucking human beings look at this shit like, hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Stop. Who the fuck is them? Who the fuck is y'all? Let's play a magic trick with them. Let's play Tyrone with them and shit. I'm done. No way you about to do this with them. I'm about to play They Clone Tyrone. Have a motherfucking body walk up to the nigga like, how you doing? What's up, twin? What's happening with it? Like, oh my God. How you doing? Didn't I tell stop. Didn't I tell you you had a twin that loved me, didn't you? Didn't I tell you that? Stop. Didn't I tell you that? I told you that, didn't I, right? All right then. That's your twin that loved me. Now what you gonna say? Don't say the sorry word. Don't say that word. Stop. See me and your twin? We chilling and shit. Give me some pound and shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Yeah. You see your twin? See your twin? He got memories with me and shit. He know who I am. Who I am. Tell me who I am. How is it that your twin know you don't know? Let's go around here a little bit more. I'm done. This is gonna happen to people right here.